Good afternoon and Happy New Year. I'm working for a company out of Melton Mowbray this week. In fact, I was supposed to be there yesterday. They booked me from Monday to Friday. And I turned up, and this is agency through and through, this is. I turned up and I got to the car park and I received a phone call off the agency. They don't need you today. They're not as busy as they thought they were going to be. So that was the thing. I had to turn around and come home. However, I did get paid 8 hours for doing jack, which is always a Brucey bonus. But yeah, so I turned up today and I'm actually out today, and I'm back in Dudley. I had a total of 6, 7, 8 jobs today. 2 deliveries and the rest are collections. And one of the collections I come across was chemicals. Now, I do not possess an ADR licence, and I didn't think I'd ever have to. My instructor said to me, I've been driving for and I've never needed an ADR licence. Well, I had to pick up 2 pallets and that's all my information that come through on the phone said. It's just a text message and it says 2 pallets to collect. But and then the guy says, well, here's your what do you call, dangerous goods sheet. I thought, what? So I flipped the plate down at the front, the orange plate, to indicate that I've got chemicals on board, just in case I'm involved in a RTA. But I wasn't sure whether I should be running it, because I don't have an ADR licence. Now, the 2 chemicals I got on board are, one is, in fact, it smelt like the swimming baths when I walked in, and it was chlorine. The other one is a nasty little bugger called sulfuric acid. And I was watching one of these murder programs on ID, is it? And this woman, fed up her husband, decided to stick him in a big blue barrel and pour sulfuric acid on him to get rid of him. So imagine that. Being killed by sulfuric acid. Yeah, apparently he was, according to the guy that helped to do it, he said, was he alive when you poured the acid on him? Well, he did make a gurgling sound. I think he bloody did. The sulfuric acid. Yeah, there was just a couple of bones left at the end of it. But yeah. Anyway, getting sidetracked. So I wasn't sure whether I should be carrying them. And I phoned the office. I said, look, I don't have an ADR licence. I told them what the products were. I told them what hazardous category they came into. And the quantities I was carrying. And he said, I'll do the due diligence, 1 minute. So he phoned me back. He said, no, you're alright to carry them. Okay. But now I've been thinking, well, am I? Or do they just want the job doing? Because as many people will tell you, they'll tell you anything to get the job done. So the question's out there. Should I have accepted this load? What is the form for carrying? I mean, it's 2 pallets. And they're in 5-gallon drums. And there's, I don't know, must be 50 gallons on each. Looking at the pallets, so it's not a massive amount, but I know sulfuric acid it's a nasty little substance. It's beeping at me. They beeped. I'm in a Renault today. It's a fairly new Renault. It's a 61 plate, I think. You can hear that beeping. I don't know what's beeping. auto change something fault. Auto change. Oh, I don't know. Let me have a diddle. I think it must be outside. Oh, it's those guys with it. Those guys, look. But it's a truck beeping at me. Yeah, so yeah, I'm in that up for discussion. Should I have carried them? I've always considered doing my ADR, and I was under the impression that when you do your CPC, that if you was to do your ADR, that would count towards your CPC. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Whether I've just made that up, I don't know. But that's what I was under the impression. It's training, isn't it? It's like further advancement of the driver. That's what the whole thing's about. So, yeah. I haven't filmed since... I went up to Scotland. When was it? New Year's Eve. The eve of New Year's Eve. Agency rung me up, said, I got a little room for you. I said, alright, okay. Yeah, where's it to? Scotland. Right, so that's a night out then. He goes, no. This is not a night out. He says, no, it's a double run. It's a double man run. And, alright, okay. And I'm doing the maths in my head. I'm thinking, right, so we've got to get up to Scotland, unload, and get back within the 15-hour time frame. Which, I mean, depending on where in Scotland it was going to be a push. And when I met the other driver, who was a regular driver for these guys, I said to him, are we going to get this done in 15 hours? He said, we don't have to get it done in 15 hours. What do you mean? He said, because it's a double man run, you have 21 hours to get it done. I thought, how can that be? That is just mad. Because it was a cab similar to this. No sleeper in the back of it. Again, that was quite a new vehicle. And I thought, well, how can we do that? But no, I looked up regs and whatnot, and when you double man, you can extend it to 21 hours. That's unreal. I don't think it's safe, because on the way home I'd got plenty of energy, but the other driver, he said, because what he did the first stint, he just got us close to the border, then I got us into Scotland, then got us out of Scotland. We super fast turn delivery. Great, pull onto the bay and then you fetch it off yourself, which is quite rare in this industry. But yeah, basically it was for a chain, a company's chain, and this company I was working for got a contract for them, and they were delivering their food items in a fridge lorry, and they took a load of stuff up to Glasgow, 6 different drops for 6 different stores, and then they were going to be relayed on by another company. So yeah, super fast in, super fast out, great stuff. And then I got us out, and then he took over at my 4.5 hour limit, and he said, I'll go until I feel I can't drive anymore. I said, well, don't get tired, because I can. I said, I'm not feeling tired at all. I slept well last night. He said, oh, well, I didn't. I said, well, that's that then. And he got to the point where he said, I can feel myself going. I said, well, pull over, let's have it. It's silly really. But yeah, so 21 hours. So I think you could have, if I'd have had a rough night, he'd have had a rough night, you could have ended up with 2 drivers that were both tired. And that's never good. So yeah, I'm in a Renault today. It's 61 plays, I think. it's alright. It's not a bad truck. It's another new setup. I wish truck manufacturers would just pick a gearbox and stick with it, because this one, you've got it's automatic, so there's no clutch pedal, and the other Renaults that I've driven, the same setup as this, have had the semi-automatic, and I don't much like them neither. But yeah, so this one, everything's on this stalk here. So you got it's in neutral at the moment, so that the vehicle won't start in drive. So it's got to be in neutral, and then it's forward. If you pull it towards you, the box will go into automatic, as it says here, look, automatic or manual, A&M. So you pull it once, it'll go into automatic, pull it again, it'll be a manual, in case you can change up like that if you wish. I don't know why you would wish, but there we go. But I couldn't find cruise control, because normally cruise control's on a stalk or in your centre of your wheel on a button here, but this has got no buttons. And when you're doing like 80 miles or whatever to your first drop, you want to be putting it in cruise. I had a look round. It turns out it's there on the dashboard. So off and on, and then you set your limits. So yeah, another gearbox to find my way around. It's all good experience. I quite. Oh, 1 minute, I'll get that. Hello.
Hi Paul, it's Katie, Driving Resource. You okay?
Hello Katie, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, I'm fine. I've just had a call of Countrywide. They've cancelled the rest of the week. Apparently the work's dropped off and they didn't drive her back or something, I don't know. Now, I have got another job come available, but it's in Leicester. Is that too far for you?
No, I generally work in Leicester anyway.
Okay, brilliant. Right, what I'll do, I'll send you the address. I'll send you the text message with the address on. It's for a company called Translink. They're based at Narborough, which is just off 21.
Yeah.
Not far from there. So I'll send you the full details. It's just 3 deliveries. It's going to Croydon, Woolwich and somewhere in North London. It's just 3 hits. So, but they want someone at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah, is that just tomorrow then?
If they like you, they'll keep you.
Right, lovely.
Generally. But if they don't want you, don't take that as a reflection on you. It's just, but they are very much like, well, if he's a decent, he says, well, will you mind going to London? I said, oh, I don't think so.
No.
But, so if I'd have gone back and gone, oh, I don't like London much, but, they're a nice bunch there. It's busy, but they do have, it's all done on a day-by-day basis, that's why, as well.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, email me the details through, and I'll do that. I'll do that tomorrow. Okay then, mate.
Thank you, Paul.
All right.
Cheers,
See you later.
bye.
Bye. Now you was privy to that conversation. That is agency through and through. The company that I'm doing this work for today, they do mess you around an awful lot. I'm almost to the point where I don't want to accept the work, because they can let you down at the drop of a hat, and I've got bills to pay just like everybody else has, and there we have it. So hopefully that one day's work in Leicester will take over into 2 or 3, so we'll see. The problem you get is sometimes if a lot of the agencies do the booking on the Friday for the following week, and if you've not got ahead of that and somebody cancels, it can leave you without work for the rest of the week, or potentially at least. So yeah, I shan't push the panic button and call the catering agency just yet, but I'm a bit disappointed that particular one is. I say they've done it before. I was supposed to be doing a week for them just before Christmas, and then a day or so. At least they did it the Friday before the commencement of the Monday. Yeah, they cancelled. So, yep. So we shall see what North London's like. I was thinking only today that I've been to Liverpool, I've been to Manchester, Newcastle, Glasgow, some pretty big cities. I learnt to drive in Nottingham. I thought, well, I've not done London yet. I wonder what that's like. We should find out. So yeah, that's that. Nothing else to tell you. It's not raining for now, but it looks like it's going to. I am really fed up with the rain. Yep. I shall try and do a bit of filming tomorrow. Catch you there. Bye.